Oh god, wait. Okay. Okay. Oh jeez. Hello. Thank you, Fluffy Puppies, for the follow. How are you doing? There it is. I don't have a fast transition for my drawing frame. There we go. Hello. How you doing today? Welcome in. Caught me just as we begin to start. I already got a bunch of reference photos here grabbed because I didn't want to have to worry about finding them while streaming. Boom, boom. Yesterday I drew Zoroark off stream and I kind of regret not streaming it. So I'm like, you know what? It's only 8 o'clock. Let's stream drawing Absol because one of my friends wants me to draw Absol. So that is very loud music. 1 second. There we go. So yeah, Absol is one of my favorite Pokemon. So I want to actually draw them. I've tried drawing them in the past and it just never worked out, but now that I can actually draw, it'll be fun to try. So, you know, we vibing and drawing. Come on. I plan on finishing it on stream, but we'll see how long it takes me to do it. We'll see if we'll finish it on stream or if I'll finish it tomorrow. I'm thinking of something like kind of like on the cliff. Kind of like how this one is, but more dynamic pose kind of deal. Like, let me see, like if I can do something and have it kind of like head up. And I was thinking like maybe it using sword stance. I think that could be pretty cool. Boom, 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 boom. Tail. Wah. Wah. Something like this, essentially. I think that'll be fun and quirky and cool. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna do Mega Absol. I think I'm just gonna do normal Absol. I have this one here mostly for the pose that I want. But I also have the pose here. I kind of want a more like sturdy pose type of thing going. So if I go ahead and I hide, let me see, if I hide all of them, except for, let's unhide that one and we'll keep that one. We'll move this one up a little bit. That way I can kind of get that nice reference of how the legs and stuff are. While I do that, I'm gonna actually turn this down as well. There we go. I feel like I'm gonna lose my voice today. I've been talking a lot today anyway. We'll see. I tend to also get quiet during my art streams at times, so we'll see what happens. Let me see, I want a bit of a bigger brush just for sketching and stuff. I think we might have a little bit more of a dynamic angle on the head where it's like kind of lifted up that way. This is gonna be a bit of an awkward It's a bit of an awkward angle. I don't know, how does Absol's head look? Absol kind of has the more of a weird shape like that. So kind of rounded at the top. And then like that. So then this would be like the chin. This would be the mouth. And then this would be kind of like the muzzle-ish. Kinda. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And then kind of the hair will kind of go up like that, and then out like that. There's a big... boom, boom, boom. Kind of like that. That works. That's the soft brush. I don't want the soft brush. That's the little itty bitty nose. Something like this. I think we do a bit more flowing this way for the chest fluff. That works. So if we have the hand, so how does the head connect to the body? It kind of just has the fluff, but I think it has a bit of, yeah, it has a bit of a neck. So we'll draw the neck in, have the fluff. Trying to figure out the anatomy of Absol is difficult. Trying to figure out the anatomy of Pokemon in general is difficult. We want to have that big that big step forward.
Hi, I am surprised you went live, lol.
Hi, Absol. Yeah, I wasn't planning on going live after we were done chatting, but I wanted to draw. So, and I realized that it was like, it's the usual time I used to stream, so it's not like too abnormal time. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it, let's go live. Bum 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 bum. Where can I fit another toe in here? This does not look like an Absol foot. Aren't you going to? Is she supposed to be in bed? You're supposed to be in bed. Bum 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 bum. Big shot. Big shot. Big shot. I'm actually going to sleep now, but I'll like bye bye. Bye bye, Voxel. Sleep well. Let me see. See, so then the body will kind of be a bit on a lower plane. So then I can go there. And then we can have the tail out like that. That way we have a nice kind of like flow with the head through the body. We're also missing the horn. We love the big crescent horn that Absol has. But that's not quite the angle that I need. Something a little bit more like that. There we go. And then make it a bit bigger. And then I want the land Woohoo! Hello, how you doing, Jack? Something like this. Kind of have that kind of... That way you can kind of see that there's more back here. But we don't have to, like, draw it in because it's implied. There we go. Something like that. We'll probably put, like, some rubble and, like, some rocks and stuff there. Meowdy, how you doing? How you doing, homie? want to kind of... Maybe if I do... No, it's a little bit too exaggerated. But I do want to have that kind of dynamic, kind of looking up type of deal. I do, however, need a little bit more space on the top. I'm going to go ahead and change the canvas size and make it just a little bit taller. Because I want a really cool, like, moon kind of in the thing here with, like, some fog. So I think that'd be cool. Fixing to head to bed, but I figured I'd shoot you a follow. Oh, good. Thank you for the follow, homie. I hope you sleep well. So they have, like, the cool little kind of sunlight coming down on top of this. So we can have that kind of reflecting off the sword stance. Because I want to have the swords... This one will be from behind. This will also be from behind. But yeah, they'll kind of be like these swords. Obviously, because sword stance. And we'll have those doing this. Okay. Thanks if the drawing goes well. Thank you. I'm sure it will. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the night. So yeah, and then that way we can have a really cool ability. I like drawing them more with like a move going, because then it's a little bit more of a dynamic drawing. There's a little bit more going on than just Pokemon sitting there. Haha. But yeah, so I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and hide all of these. I'll keep... Where is that? I'll keep this one up, and I'll put that on the very top. And stick all these in a folder. You guys can't see that because I think my PNG tuber is blocking it. But yeah, I like to go over in this like white pen and actually go ahead and darken the background a little bit more. There we go. That way I can go over in the white pen and kind of like refine how I want stuff. And I usually do my layer in white pen. So let's see, how can we... Try and figure out how we can sort this out here. It looks like it's kind of got... Yeah, there we go. We can just break it down into basic shapes like this. I'm gonna break it down into shapes like this. The nose will be there. Mouth there. Something kinda like that, I guess. This is just a rough sketch of everything. We will go back over with a more refined line. Hmm. So if we kind of face is gonna look kind of wonk. Kinda, We'll figure out that later. So the nose. Wah. Wah. Oh god. Okay. What we need to do for sure is we're gonna need to rotate this canvas. Because all sort of whack. Something just doesn't look right here. Hmm. Looks a little bit better, dynamically wise. I guess this is kinda at the same angle. How is this broken down? It's not gonna be... We line this up to see what kinda like that. Hmm. This will go like that, and then like that has the horn. This technically supposed to go that way. Oops. Horizontal, enter. Okay. So it's kind of right. Huh. Huh. Usually this kind of like covers the eyeball there. Got a tangent there, we need to fix that. Something like that. It looks a bit better. Definitely still gonna have to fix the face up a bit, but it looks better. It looks presentable. Now we up the scents, lower the brush size, and do the face. I do, however, I want this to kind of come out from over here, I guess. Because it kind of has a bit of a flare out in the back here. Yeah, that worked. There. Ah. Give me the back leg back there. I'm gonna erase all these lines that are overlaying. Ideally, I should have done this on separate layers, but I'm lazy. There we go. I always mix up this song for Pokemon music. Pretty sure it's Undertale. Or Delta Rune at least. Cool. This is definitely Pokemon. There we go. And then what I want to do is for a sword, I want to make symmetry tool here. A separate layer, right? Yeah. I'm gonna do it on a different color. Have this. Definitely higher sense. Like these cool little like crescent moon type things. I don't want that thick. Make this a bit smaller. And then we'll change this all into white. Can I make this white? Oh, I'm making it red. I'm an idiot. Let's make these lines black so I can see them better. Then what we do, we take all these. Then we need to erase this. Wait, let's wait to erase those. Just to make sure we have it looking the way we want. And then we'll erase. No, don't apply this information. Do that. And then horizontally flip it. I want this one to go down further as well because it's like further behind. And then this one also needs to go down behind. This one also needs to go down because it's behind. And then the front ones can go up a bit higher. 13. And this one. There we go. I think those have pretty good framing. And this one needs to be erased back here. And then we'll get rid of any line art that needs to be getting rid of later. Because some of this line art may not work in the end game when I do the color. So we'll like erase what needs to be erased once we get there. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. Erase this boy. This one don't need to be here. Is he useless? Hidden. Don't need him. All we need is your blade. Using you for your blade, good sir. I feel like this one might. I feel like these ones in the back might need to be erased. That are there because it's just gonna kind of be in the way a bit. That's an unneeded tip as well. Oh no, I guess you could keep that one there. It's gonna be needed to like show that it's behind that other one. Then we'll need to add some like third dimension on these guys whenever we go in for the rendering to make sure that they're it's red that they're behind. This looks pretty cool. Just for the sake of consistency, we're going to keep all those guys on separate layers. Just because I feel like keeping them on the same layer will cause issues in the future. So we're going to keep them on separate layers for now. We might merge them later, but for right now, they get their own personal bubble. This, however, needs to be refined. A lot of this won't be red in the final render anyway, but it's a good note to like erase them now and refine, just so it's easier to clean up for later. Okay, now time for the moon. We have a fancy schmancy tool here. We literally just do this. Then we copy it, make it black, or any color really. Shrink it. Make it bigger. Grab it. Go to the other layer. Erase the other layer. Remove that layer. Now you've got a perfectly crescent moon. And that will stay there. We want it to be centered. Mostly centered. We also want the big mountains in the background. Because Absol is, you know, a snowy mountain creature. There we go. Then we can have the fog and stuff like that, and it's all cool and awesome. Erase all these. Oh, that line needs to be erased there. There we go. Erase the mountain lines behind Absol. We don't need those. Erase the ones inside the sword. Tangent there. We just don't need that line in general. Okay. So now the fun thing that we get to do is the background. I'm pretty sure this can be deleted. That's a reference. I'm gonna bring the reference there. So while we've got the lines, I'm going to go ahead and do the background. Now for the background, I kind of want a nice purpley, kind of like, no, we need grayer, a much more gray purple. Hide the sketch lines. File, save. Oops. And there's nothing here, it's just streaming stuff. But I need to get the right folder. Video, here we go. Absol. Save. Okay. So since it's kind of lighter in the back, I want to have maybe grab this, do a lighter gray in the back. I want to have a nice, like, purpley blue gray sky. And kind of like have that there. Add some purples. Kind of blend it out just a little bit. Where's the moon? There we go. Duplicate that. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Bring up just a hefty amount. Do we want to add any glowing? Not really necessary, but it looks cool. Okay. This also helps kind of set the basic background color that we want. So since that's kind of the darkest up there, that's what we'll set our foreground to be. Start kind of dotting it all down. Oh, no wonder it's so slow. The brush size, not the brush size. Oh, never mind, I thought oh, it's because we're using the wrong brush. That's why it's so hard to, like, color in. I'm using a cloud brush. I don't want that. I want the airbrush. There we go. Maybe a bit of a yellowy hue. There we go. That looks a lot better. That looks a lot cooler. And just like that, the drawing is really starting to come together a lot more. We want these to kind of be the color of what the lighting is. And then we'll go through and we'll adjust them to the proper stuff. Stabilization. I'm gonna bring that big brush. The big brush is the problem. Yeah. A little laggy. Can't have too big of a brush. I don't want that. I want... Stop it. Okay, well, I guess we just have to manually fill it in. Why is my phone buzzing? Oh, okay. Nothing important. To do it manually. And then we'll have real dark mountains here. Okay. So now what we can do, we put the clipping mask, and then I'm gonna go through and just kind of lay some basic highlights. Kind of dot them around, basic highlights, basic shadows. Doesn't quite matter. What is this layer? Nothing important. Doesn't quite matter how everything is laid out. You just gotta kind of make it look somewhat presentable. Because this is all getting blurred out. Just kind of have to make it resemble mountains. A lot of this isn't going to be seen anyway. It's going to be covered by Absol. So we just gotta kind of make it look like there's stuff there. I feel like we're gonna probably have to redo this one though, because I feel like I fucked it up. Yeah, this one isn't quite working how I want to work it. So, no more. Scrapping that one. I need brushes that could help me with it though. I might be able to use the rubble brush. If I shrink the rubble brush down a bit, then maybe get something that resembles mountains. Select, invert, D. I could work with this. I could work with this. Yeah, let's do this. Select, invert, darken, kind of erase a bit. I could definitely work with this. Select, invert, darken, fill. Gotta smooth everything out a bit. Get my normal brush. There we go. And then kind of go in. We're gonna do it on a separate layer so I don't fuck it up this time. I messed up my tree manager thing. What's going on here? Okay, I don't know what's going on there, but it do be doing something. I don't know what it doing, but it doing something. It do be doing. Cool. Now kind of on each layer, I'm gonna go in and add some basic kind of highlights. Let's see here. Kinda the light kind of hitting little, kind of like light's hitting this way, I think. I think this light's hitting. I'm gonna go mountain that way. Yeah, that worked. And kind of get a bit of a smaller brush in here. Blend it out. Gonna add some shadows. Add some shadows in here, kind of like this. To kind of be like, you know, it's not all lit up. There's still some kind of grooves and depth in these mountains. Actually, it doesn't matter because it's hidden. These guys need a little bit more light, but a little less than what we've got already. No, that's too red. We don't want that. If we use a little bit more of an orange, no. We need this, but a little bit darker. Too red. Still too red. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's a bit better. And then we add some shadows. There we go. That looks way better. And then finally, these guys up here. It's way too gray. I'm gonna actually adjust these. Be this color. I'm gonna add some shadows. They're almost black. Okay. So now what we do, we group these all into their own folder, just so I can go back to them if I need to. Duplicate that folder, and then merge all these layers. merge them separately because we need them all to be blurred separate. So the background's already blurred enough. So we take the bottom layer, go to blur, go to Gaussian blur, and I blurred this one the most. We'll go about 62 on that one. Go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur again. 48 maybe? And this one needs to be a bit more rendered, I think. We kind of went a little too willy-nilly with it. We gotta make sure this actually has no random lines that we can make out because it's going to be the least blurred of them all. We gotta make sure we can actually make out what's going on. A little bit more highlights. Okay. Go in, gonna kind of erase some edges. And then we go through, filter, 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 thank you. Gaussian blur again. And then I blur this one a little bit. That way the focal point is really kind of brought forward. And will be really a main focus on the Absol here. And we'll go ahead and close that layer. I want to go ahead and draw the Absol in. I'm gonna make it for a little bit more of a pinky. No. That'll be a good color. That this is all the liner gets put into a separate folder. This is the moon. We'll go ahead and put the moon also in a separate folder above everything. You know, it should not go above everything because it's behind the moon. It's behind the swords, I mean. And this is an empty layer. Now we go through, and we're going to go ahead and take our brush tool. Even though some of it's not going to be colored white, I'm going to go ahead and highlight all of it, all of Absol in this, just to make it easiest to kind of make out everything that's going on. Go through and just kind of line along the edges. You'll see why in a minute, why we do it along the edges. You know, if I did actual proper closed line art, this would make my life a lot easier, but I don't. So we gotta do it the long way. A little bit more. Here we go. Take my fill tool and fill it all in. For extra measure, highlight everything, select, invert, fill bucket. That way if your line art is missing anything, or like your fill tool is like missing those little itty lines, because sometimes it doesn't fill everything in and it like leaves like these weird little pixels, like certain like just tiny little pixels every now and then that have no color that you can't really seem to get filled. Just use the fill tool and you don't have to cover over all of those. Kind of fix up my mistakes because that will be important to not have these lines leaked over for the later time. I want to make sure everything is as clean as possible against the line art. Even though a lot of the line art will be covered up later with how I render, I want to make sure my base color is at least as clean and smooth as possible. This will ensure that later on it won't be super confusing. Now we've got all of the Absol kind of colored in like this. Then we'll go ahead and go into another layer, and I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively highlight all that just to make it a bit easier. Go on these purples, get a nice dark purpley gray. And we're gonna just color all this in. Well, not all of it, I have to still be a little careful. Make sure you're doing this on a separate layer than the bottom layer. I feel like this is gonna have to be a bit of a darker color at some point, maybe. Well, that might actually work. Unless we make it a bit more of a darker purple. Now you can see where where I messed up on the base layer. You can see all the lines against the line art here that weren't colored in properly. That looks good. I just realized I forgot to press. Oh, no, I guess you guys are gonna see all that on there. I can't get rid of it. Well, I could do this, I guess. None for you. No, it's... Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Don't mind me, chat. Bum, 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 bum. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. Is that media source? There we go. There you go. Fancy. Now you don't have to see the bottom. You guys don't get to see when I have notifications now. Haha. Okay, coloring in this sword is gonna be a pain in the butt. The thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna color it in white and copy it over to everything. Can't we actually... It should be closed in. Drink slightly. Slightly more. Ba-bum. Ba-bum. Work smarter, not harder, chat. I say as I struggle with this for 5 minutes. Well, I think it's still faster than copying everything. There we go. Magic. These guys go into this anyway. Bum, bum, bum. I really said let me make this as difficult for myself as possible. There you go. Now, we need the ground. This is going to be a nice magenta color because like magenta in purple lighting will kind of look like rock. Or not like magenta, but like a grayish purple. I think also what we can do for the background is maybe add some trees. We add some of those, and then we take some of these leaves, add a bit of a nice purpley shine to them, and a bit of a dark. And then filter, blur. These are gonna need a hue change. Why is this wonky? Ta-da. Gonna wing that. Okay, let's try and now get to the rendering. A lot of this up here is going to be dark. I'm just going to go ahead and splotch all of this in with some darks. And where I think no light, or at least the least amount of light, is going to reach. And this is where we kind of like splotch in where we think there will be like very vague hints of light. This gives the illusion that there's more going on here than there actually is. Where you can actually see like the formations, kind of. I'm gonna add some blue in here just to get a little bit of variety in color. Add a little bit more dark purple down there. You never want to use true black in your drawing unless it's like a really, really dark area that you want to get. You always want to shade and build up colors rather than just going straight in with a true black. We're gonna go in on top of the liner, add these edges, everything. Bum, bum, bum. I don't ever know what to talk about during art streams. Kinda just vibe. I'm getting kind of tired of this place. I'm gonna play my playlist that has actual music in it. Actually, no, because last time the VOD got muted and we did that. But I just want to listen to some Lovejoy, man. You know what? We're playing this song. We're playing this playlist. The other playlist is putting me to sleep. This playlist hopefully shouldn't have any copyrighted stuff in it. Keyword hopefully. And it has stuff with words in it. So I can actually, like, vibe out. There we go. I'm gonna actually do this all on the top layer up here. And we'll worry about things being in the way later. Trying to make things a bit smoother here. Not smoother, but like smoother shading, rougher texture. This one has way more like background heavy stuff than the Zoroark one did. Why is this working weird? Thank you. Why is my thing working weird? No idea. I think none of that sense. Yeah. Don't know how to render ground, y'all. Why is everything lagging and being weird? Why is my thing lagging and being so wacky? Stop being quirky. add the shadows here. Oh, is it lagging because I have a weird layer setting on that I don't know how to turn off? That might be it. That was it. I had some weird setting on. There. Gotta make it blend in a little bit with what's going on here. There we go. Oh my god. Uh oh. What is on this layer here? Is that? Why is that there? Just not letting me erase it. So I'm gonna do it manually. I definitely have some weird layer on there that I don't know how to get rid of. Got rid of it. Don't know why it was acting weird, but we took care of it. Now what's that there on the lake? Is that anything or is that just... Oh, that's the line art. I'm stupid. Okay. Starting to look good. Coming along. I am going to run to the restroom chat. Give me 2 seconds. I will be right back. Hey, now I'm back. I just realized I tweeted like half an hour before I went live that next stream will be Portal, and then I go live with art. Next gaming stream will be Portal, because Voxel thinks I won't know what the fuck I'm doing. Joke's on them. I'm great at puzzle games. Fuck them. At least I used to be. I hope I still am, or it's gonna look really bad for me. It'd be really funny if I get into the game and just absolutely fail. It's gonna happen. Oh shoot, whoops. I have messages. One second. Sorry, I've got important messages to respond to. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of this notification before I get confused. Whoop! Fuck. Drop my pen. Don't mind me. Where's my pen? There it is. Magic. Okay. So the ground looks decent enough. We need like some separation here though. Now that I think about it, because there's not much separation to kind of show that these are two different planes. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's looking a lot cleaner and nicer. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go in with the soft airbrush. I'm going to kind of mark where there's going to be shadows. And it's a little bit easier to get the gradient off. This song's nice. I'm gonna go in, get all the oofs. Gonna get darker as it gets darker in. Nice highlight on the crescent here. bit of bluish purple with a gradient in between. That's a nice plane. A little bit more ring light around this halo effect. Okay. So now from here, we go up the top layer above all the line art. Get a little bit more of a fine brush and some darker colors. And now I'm gonna go in and get all the nice nitty gritty stuff. Sorry. I have to remember that all these swords are also individually light sources. I have to add a little bit more light up here. Maybe add some blues. Today I'm going to make the swords a little bit of a bluish color, Because like usually Swords Dance and stuff like that, at least in the anime, it's more of like a bluish color to it. A little bit more light up here as well. I'll just use this brush for though. Oh, my sense is way low. That's why it's so hard to draw. There we go. I'm gonna go a bit of a rounded bit there. Too light. I'm not talking too much, chat. We just kind of chilling. Just chilling, kind of just drawing. Usually my streams are pretty quiet. Listen to music, hang out a bit. Tune into the art whenever, you know how it be. This is looking sick. What is my phone going off? I don't think of any funny stories that have happened to me lately, but it seems like anytime I go live, all of the stories of what have happened to me lately just go boom, gone. I did spend like 2 hours laughing at all my old clips with a friend earlier, though. That was funny. I've also been introduced to Derma. Like, I don't have anything against him. I was just way too lazy to go out of my way to look at his stuff. Like, I figured I'd enjoy his content. I'm just, like, lazy, and I don't like going out of my way to find content creators. So I sat for like an hour or two watching clips with my friend. And must I say, I find a lot of similar mannerisms that I do with them. Which I find funny. Okay. Huh. Question is, how are we gonna do a mouth? I don't know. I do think it might be easier though if we just kind of shove all these guys into a group, duplicate the group, hide that group, merge all these guys, and turn them blue. Okay, we're just gonna go to this layer. Go here. Shit. There we go. Good enough. Come with me. Come on. Work with me. Okay. That's some white. And then we want... not that. We want, like, the droplets of light. There we go. We want these guys. Select. Select. Invert. This will get a cool, like, effect going. Normal. Whoops, I did it on the wrong layer. Fuck. Now we go again. Invert. You just select them. Just do that. There we go. Jesus. No, stop that. God, we'll get this eventually. Come on, work with me. File. Overlay. Glow dodge? Let's do normal. And then we'll go over and then add glow. Good cool effect going. This will be kind of like the fire on the swords. Oops. And then these will have a cool gradient of like purples, reds, not reds, pinks, a light greenish blue. And then we'll do add. Or we can do color glow dodge. That looks a lot better. And then we go through with a nice air touch, soft brush eraser. I'm gonna erase it down a bit. Then we want to add, we don't want soft circles, we want sparkles. And then go through again with this brush and erase some. I want to also grab the line art that belongs to these swords. Copy, paste, paste. Put them on top. Change them to a dark blue, lock the layer, color it in. And I want to blur them. So you're gonna go blur, Gaussian. And then we're gonna go multiply? Nah, we're gonna go color dot. Nope. Linear burn. Kind of. And go through and kind of erase details. Do color burn, and then maybe do a purple. Okay, now I'm gonna do these guys underneath this filter, blur, Gaussian, cancel. Take off the alpha lock, then blur. Blur them a lot. Add gonna erase that a little bit. Erase these guys a little bit more. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hide all of that. I'll put them in a layer, but we are just gonna hide all the layers. Okay, now I do the skin here. I'm gonna do the eyes. Let me just color the eyes in quickly with okay, now I can do this. Whoops. I'm gonna add a shadow here under the eyes. Not much light's gonna reach there. I still have the tail and stuff to do down there. Tail's not gonna take too much though. The tail's pretty lit up. So if we just do like this. Hmm. Saving. Mm-hmm. Is it gonna be small enough? Okay, now let's fix these eyes. What eyes does Absol have? Mm-hmm. Okay, it is red. Okay. Wanted to make sure. Mm-hmm. 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 And then add a nice highlight. Go add We almost forgot the gem. Or whatever it is on his head. Mm-hmm. Add some stars. God, my voice is not having a fun time. Oh. Let's see. So I want just all the swords. There we go. That's right. And I kind of want Just to kind of maybe add a little bit more depth to the shadow. No, we don't want that. Let's just add a normal overlay. Don't like that either. Okay. If we maybe do the usual rainbow overlay. That looks a lot cooler. No, don't flatten. Don't do that. Don't flatten the image, please. This is where we do all the fun stuff. These are all of your adjustment layers that I go through. Fix color balance. New correction layer, level correction. New correction layer, brightness and contrast. Now let's bring down the opacity on them just slightly. I'll bring the color balance all the way back up. Want anything else here? Tone curves. Before all the gradient changes, after all the gradient changes. Just slight little changes, just to kind of improve the color and contrast. Under my breathing. Beautiful. Look how cool this looks. God, my throat is killing me. This didn't take as long as I thought it would take. About 2 hours? I think I want to kind of add one more final bam to these guys. And a little bit of maybe a red glow to the eye. Look how sick this looks. God, this looks fucking epic. Chat. Thanks for hanging out for the chillness. Sometimes I enjoy just chilling in silence and drawing with people. I want to see if Jillian is still alive. If Jillian's still alive, I might send you guys on over there. I think he was playing as Zelda. He's not live anymore, but Pinky is. I might send you guys on over to Pinky.
You can make in different genres. It's a case.
I'm gonna send you guys on over to Pinky Plays. Pinky's wonderful. She's out here playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So yeah, I think you guys will enjoy. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Slash raid Pinky Plays. Did I spell that right? I did. Okay. Go ahead and go join her stream. She's wonderful. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I shall see you guys next stream. I think next stream we'll for sure do Portal. But yeah. I'll post the drawing on Twitter tomorrow. And then we can but yeah. Smash my Twitter to get the Twitter. And yeah, I shall see all you dudes next stream. Bye.